What's up to all of my Aquarians out there, and welcome back to Pulse of the Cosmos. This is your weekly astrology horoscope for the week of June 22nd to the 28th of 2020. So, what's going on this week? We have Venus finally coming direct this week over there in Gemini. And for you guys, this is in your 5th house, where I think there's been a lot of review into the relationships in your life, the projects in your life, the partnerships in your life that truly bring you love, that truly kind of feed that creative self-expression part of you, that truly understand also kind of what you were trying to create, and that understands your worth and your value, and you coming into an understanding within yourself that you are worth being experienced in your entirety, that the way that you self-express is so unique to you, and the way that you love is so unique to you, and it's also so valuable in what it is and what it is for you and what you can give others through that. So I think there's been a lot of review into coming into this place of wholeness and of knowing what kind of divine love that you want, knowing what kind of spiritual union you want in your life. And moving forward, I think we're going to be moving into spaces where you're really curating more of an idea of what that looks like and manifest, not necessarily because you've already got the idea, but more of like manifesting that in the life in front of you, right? And then also we do have Mars. This is something to pay attention to. Mars is moving into Aries this week, where he will be for quite a while. He's going to be in Aries until 2021 because he's going retrograde there later this year. And Mars loves being in Aries. He's at home in Aries. This is his dignified position. So he's very powerful there, and we know Mars is a force of activity, so you could feel kind of an uptick in just the activity in your life and the communications in your life and things going on in your immediate environment. And also with Mars coming into this house, you'll really want to speak your mind. You will have important things to say. You will have brilliant ideas to bring to the table. You are an Aquarian. You have the best ideas of the zodiac. You're able to put the whole picture together, connect everything together, extrapolate some of the insights out of that, and lead the revolution forward. So you're going to have some ideas that you're really going to want to communicate, and they're going to be very valuable. But a caution with Mars in this house is because it is the planet of ego, and it is the planet of self-assertion, that on one hand we can become very identified with our ideas in this house, almost enmeshed within them to the point where we aren't separate from the idea, which is going to be important to be aware of. But also it can come across in your relationships and within people in your immediate environment that you're just trying to communicate with because you're excited about these things and you feel like you've got something to say. It can come across as coercive or aggressive in some way because it's giving you so much excitement, and because you're kind of maybe even seeing things very clearly, this point about the direction that you want to move forward in, and you've got an idea of how to bring things together, how to bring a group together for some kind of project that's building something. There's a lot of different avenues that this could take in your life, but whatever it is, you can use this energy to express yourself very clearly and very articulately, and know that if you're kind of channeling that in that direction, you will be heard very clearly. So in any case, let's pull some cards for you guys this week and see what's going on there. And a lot of this could be very, very spiritually connected to a very spiritual part of your life, with Neptune having gone retrograde now in Pisces over there in your 2nd house. You know, the 2nd house is stuff of our material possessions, and Neptune doesn't care much for material possessions. It's the entire dissolution of the ego, and you know, material possessions are something that our ego can attach itself to very easily. So as Neptune's going retrograde through this space, you might be feeling very enlightened and very connected to a very spiritual part of yourself, watching as we're kind of reviewing some of maybe the attachments you've had in the material world, or reviewing some things in that way. You'll be seeing very, very clearly a more spiritual side of yourself, and very open and very in tune to receive some of those downloads and some of those insights that are going to fuel some of these ideas and communications and visions that you're having come up to the surface. So in any case, let's see here what's going on from the Aquas. Okay, so we pulled the Nine of Cups reverse. So yeah, maybe we're not feeling very emotionally fulfilled right now. Maybe we're feeling like there's still something missing. Maybe we're feeling like there's something a little bit empty going on here. What's the challenge? The challenge is, and there's something that we need to disconnect from. The Queen of Swords, she channels that Aquarian energy, and she knows when to disconnect from something. And maybe there's some sort of situation in your life that is making you feel emotionally unfulfilled because you're giving so much of your energy to it, when you could be redirecting that into another situation that's more aligned and that feels more connected and that is going to fill up those cups for you or help you to do that within yourself. But the Queen of this is kind of a situation where you're going to need to step back and take an objective observation of what's going on and not get too muddled up into the emotions of it, and see very clearly what's making sense and what doesn't. Look at the facts, look at the data, see if it makes sense, see if it doesn't, see if it resonates or doesn't. And know when to disconnect if it gives you that unfulfilled or just empty feeling. So let's see here. Yeah, because man, we are going off in new directions. We're expanding. We're expanding our reality. We're expanding our consciousness. We're expanding our vision to explore, right? This is moving forward. This is coming into new spaces. And yellow is the color of mental action. So yes, as Mars comes into the third house this week, it can feel like your mind is just racking with all of these ideas or inspirations or things that you're just mentally hovering on up there, but these are formulating into something great in your life, and you are moving off into directions where you're going to be able to integrate that revolutionary Aquarian spirit into a cause that gives you real purpose in life. And I think that's really beautiful to explore. But in any case, I love you all, my Aquarians, so much, and I will be back next week.